What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. Shout out to Money Brown TV from the Punchline.
Hey, yeah, Money Brown, we on the way up, baby. You got Toesville coming up, baby. Look at us now.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV and keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out that fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, man. And we talking a man that's saying he's taking over boxing. Teofimo, the Takeover Lopez, taking on Masayoshi Nakatani, in a 135-pound title eliminator for the IBF belt that Richard Commey holds. Listen, man, Teofimo Lopez, what can I say about this kid? Fast rising pace, a stylist, has power, can box, you dig? And once he get into that ring, he means business. The man means business. You know what I mean? Early on, I had my little doubts on Teofimo, not for his skills, for him coming up, in the boxing game, and sometimes, not showing respect, and I know the game is all about being confident, believing in yourself, wanting to fight the best, but some of the things, and I still got a little problem with him, but he's one of my favorite fighters to watch in that ring. I do root for Teofimo Lopez. He is a bad boy. He do has all the skills, to take the game over. He has the confidence with it. I just want that little bit of respect that you got to show fighters. You dig what I mean? But other than that, he's a bad dude. He's a bad dude. He's fighting 3 times. This is 3rd time he'll be fighting this year. And it's in a title eliminator. You know what I mean? It's in a title eliminator against right here. This killer right here. Nakatani. His name Masayoshi. Sound like Master Yoshi off of Dragon Ball Z. But he probably possessed those intangibles. He been holding on to the OPBA Lightweight title since 2014 now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I pronounced that title right or not. But he's been holding on to a title, since 2014, and you got to salute that. It's not a world title, but it's something, and it's an accomplishment that he can be proud of. You understand me? He's been defending it for almost 5 years now. So now he's taking a bigger step to a world title. You understand? And you got to respect Nakatani, man. He's undefeated. Fought his ass off. Now he's in position to face a up-and-rising superstar in Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people look at Teofimo Lopez as a star in the making. A lot of people got a lot of eggs in the basket on him. And it's gonna be one hell of a fight. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. It's going down July the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. And Teofimo working his ass off. Look at him. He's working his ass off to put on a spectacular show. We seen what he's been doing up to date, and there's been spectacular knockouts. It's been one-sided performances, and he want to keep that going, man. Him and his pops got a lot of confidence in themselves, and they betting on themselves, man. He out here knocking out grown man, telling you what round he gonna knock him out in, knocking him out the park, and when he finished, he do his little his little Fortnite dance. And you gotta respect that, man. He's promoting himself, talking that talk like he's supposed to. Like I say, I just want that little respect that you gotta show a fighter, and I think he'll learn that as he goes along. You dig what I mean? But other than that, this kid can fight his ass off, man. Teofimo can fight his ass off, yo. And let me not forget, he got speed. I messed that up. He got speed. He got good footwork, So he's all the packages in one. That's what I say. Boxing is in great hands in the future. It's in great hands in the future. And Teofimo is a rising star, As long as he go in there, handle his business against this undefeated killer right here, that's going to make his name that much more bigger. You dig what I mean? The winner will face Richard Commey for that world title. And Nakatani trying to make sure it's him. He's coming into this ring fully aware of what he's facing. But like I say, he's undefeated. And we know one thing about an undefeated fighter, y'all. They don't know how to lose. You dig? They don't know how to lose. So his confidence is super high that he's going to win this fight. His confidence is super high that he's going to win this fight. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but Japanese fighters, they are prideful, man. They are prideful. They're samurais. They're warriors. You understand? This is the nature of their country. So he's not going to be intimidated. Not for a bit. He's not going to be intimidated. You know what I mean? He's coming into this fight understanding that he is a big player and that he do have a chance to win. That's what undefeated fighters come into the fights for. Like I say, he is the #1 ranked lightweight at the moment. So salute to him. Salute to him. And everybody give him the proper respect that he deserves. You know, give him the proper respect that he deserves. But like I say, man, this boy, Teofimo, came into the game. I remember my first time laying eyes on him, he was saying, I'm taking over the sport. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I'm looking at this dude like, what's this dude talking all this shit, man? He's talking a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to go do my homework on Teofimo, you know? And when I looked him up, I said, hold on now. This man might be something special. He might be something special. I had my doubts, you know? I had my doubts. But I must admit, he won me over. He really have won me over, man. And I see why he talks so highly of himself. I really do. I really do. And for that, I respect him. I salute him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him in the ring, man. He's becoming one of my favorite fighters to watch because he do give you a show. He do give you entertainment. You know, he do leave it all on the line. He do take chances and understand what the game is. He know how to sell himself. And guess what? He know how to deliver. You dig? But Nakatani ain't coming to lay down easy, man. He ain't coming to lay down easy. You know, I checked out a few of his fights. He liked to fight. You know, he liked to fight. And like I say, he got some pop in them gloves. He got some pop in them gloves. Like I said, Japanese fighters are samurai warriors. They are prideful. You know what I mean? They are prideful. And they not just go lay down easy. You know, they not just go lay down easy. They can take some punishment. You know, they can take some punishment. I think Teofimo want to dish out a lot of that punishment. You know? But Masayoshi want to give it back. And that's the name of the game. If you can give it, you better be able to take it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not trying to hype Nakatani up like he's just, he's coming over from Japan. He's going to be this big deal. And he go do this and do that against Teofimo. I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is he's an undefeated fighter. You know? And you cannot sleep on an undefeated fighter. You dig what I mean? A lot of people go say, well, who has he fought? He's supposed to done that. He's supposed to do this. That doesn't matter. He's undefeated, bro. He's undefeated, and he has confidence and belief in himself. That's all that matters, man. As long as you believe in yourself, nobody else can say nothing. Nothing to destroy that. Nothing to destroy that. And I respect every fighter that go into the ring and believe in themselves. You know what I mean? Teofimo is the perfect example to see. It doesn't matter how many losses you have on your record. As long as you believe in yourself, you can become world champion. You know, worldwide to say, speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. You know? And I think Nakatani really believes it, man. He really believes that this is his moment. He believes that he belongs in that ring. You know, he believes that he belongs in a title fight. You know? So when he's on the other side of Teofimo Lopez, he going to be looking at Teofimo like, you're not taking my dream away from me. And vice versa. Teofimo going to look at him like you just another opponent on my resume. You dig what I mean? But I do have Teofimo winning this fight. I really do. You understand? I really do. I believe he has the skills and the ability to stop this man. You know, the counterpunching, the power shots, the body shots. You know, he got some defense. Sometimes he can get the reaching himself, but I think, like I say, he'll learn to pace himself just a little bit more and get the right range and distance on his shots. You know? But everything you see from Teofimo Lopez is the real deal. There's nothing you can really say to criticize that kid. You understand me? There's really nothing you can say to criticize him. As he step up in competition, you know, it's going to get a little tougher, and we'll see. We will see. Could he have them performances, you know, on the elite fighters as he do on certain other fighters? You know? But one thing about him, one thing you can't deny, one thing you cannot deny is he work hard, he go into that ring with a game plan, you know, and he handled his business. And he handled his business. You can ask for out of a young fighter that's up and coming. I think Teofimo is 21 years of age, and he about to put himself in a world title shot already, man. You know, like I said, I remember seeing him in his pro debut fight, him saying he taking over the sport. him saying he want to be champion in multiple weight classes, and now he's on that path. You know, he got to become champion in one weight class first before he can be champion in multiple weight classes, and he's on the right path, man. Like I say, the winner of this fight will be facing Richard Commey in the future. You know, that is a IBF World Title fight. We all seen what Richard Commey just did to Ray Beltran. It was a great fucking fight. They hurt each other, went back and forth. It is a fight of a fighter of the year candidate, without a doubt, without a doubt. But Richard Commey is one tough son of a gun, man. He's one tough son of a gun, and he's going to be a real test. He's going to be a real test. We all know Teofimo say he want Lomachenko. He want that smoke, man. He feel like he's the guy to finish Lomachenko and to stop Lomachenko hype train and take that thunder with him up to 140 pounds. You know, where his father told Regis Prograis, if you want a big payday, my son is going to get you that check. You dig what I mean? The big payday is with my son. So let me tell you right now, Teofimo handle his business against Nakatani. If he handle his business against Richard Commey, and then if he can get that unification bout against Lomachenko, if Lomachenko was to beat my guy, Cool Hand Luke, and they fight for undisputed. And if Teofimo Lopez can beat Lomachenko in the undisputed, wait a minute, let me phrase that, in the lightweight undisputed bout, man, Teofimo is going to be one of the hottest fighters in the world. Understand me when I tell you this. He's going to be one of the hottest fighters in the world, and some may jump him to pound for pound #1. Hands down, some might jump him to pound for pound #1. To me, he will be top 5. He will be top 5. If he can beat Nakatani, go beat Richard Commey, then defeat Lomachenko. If Lomachenko was to defeat Cool Hand Luke, you know what I mean, Luke Campbell, if you guys don't know who he is, the gold medalist, and that would make Lomachenko have 3 titles, WBC, WBA, WBO. Then he faced Teofimo, who will have the IBF and the unification bout, you know, at 135 pounds. And if Teofimo was to beat Lomachenko and become undisputed, some people will jump him to #1. You know? And like I say, he got to be top 5 wherever you want to place him. Wherever you want to place him, because that would be one hell of a performance coming from a young star. You know? One hell of a performance. You know? And I will have to salute that and praise this man and give him all the praises he deserves. Because he's a bad motherfucker if he can do that, yo. He really is the real deal. And he really is taking over boxing. If he can handle that business in that order. Like my man Corey Spinks say, in that order. If he can handle that business in that order, you got to crown him. You got to crown him. And he can become a pay-per-view attraction if he can take out Lomachenko. Whoo! If he take out Lomachenko, we know Bob Byrne putting that bitch on pay-per-view. Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko in the unification bout. Sorry. In the undisputed bout. And baby, won't it sell? And I will be one of the cats buying it. I will be one of the cats buying it. You understand me? Because that would be a hell of a scrap, man. That would be a hell of a scrap. And I'm going to tell y'all who I got on that in that fight in the next video. You dig what I mean? But this is going to be one hell of a fight. Everybody tune in to Teofimo Lopez taking on Masayoshi Nakatani and the IBF Lightweight Title Eliminator that Richard Commey holds. And let's see who wanted more. Let's see who wanted more. I got my money on Teofimo. I think he's going to go into this fight. I think he's going to look spectacular. I think he's going to put them skills down. And I think he'll get a stoppage. But I'm not sleeping on Nakatani. I'm not sleeping on him. Like I say, you don't have to get the W. You just got to prove you belong. You just have to prove you belong. Of course he wants the W. But as long as you're going her, give it 100%. Put you some work in. If you can't beat this top prospect who everybody got winning anyway, well, this top contender who everybody got winning anyway, but if you can go on her, you know, put some bumps and bruises on his ass. Like I say, bust the nose, mark up the eye, mark up the face, even hurt him. Even hurt him. Because like I say, 18-0 with 12 knockouts, you got something in your gloves. You know what I mean? You got some pop in them gloves. And like I said, Japanese fighters are samurai warriors. They're samurai warriors. And that's what you can't take out of them. That heart, man. That heart. Because they got the pride of Japan riding with them. And when you're a samurai, you're ready to die. Understand me? You are ready to die. And I respect Nakatani. I respect them. I respect any man that put the gloves on and lace him up. But let's just see what he can do against this rising star in Teofimo Lopez. And we will find out July the 19th. Everybody tune in. Enjoy. I'll see y'all then, man. Until then, this your boy Monty. This the ANSBC movement. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, it's in the description. And I'll be back with another one, family.